Subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and never miss an update from Latestly.
Hi guys, this is latestly.com. I'm Rajat Tripathi and we are going to talk about a very special film that has dropped on Netflix, Cargo. I have with me the director of the film, Aarti, who has made her debut with this one, a feature-length debut. Plus, she's also an IITian, so she's basically the child my parents have prayed for all their life. And thank you, Aarti, so much for joining us. And also, guys, Shweta will be joining us in a bit. Shweta plays the one of the leads in the movie alongside Vikrant Masi. So, Aarti, it is a beautiful film, and watched it last night. I absolutely loved it. And how did this idea come to you? What was the conceptualization? What was the inception? Can you tell us something about it?
Yeah, so it goes back to the fact that since childhood, I've always been very attracted to mythologies, all kinds of folklores. And I used to participate in story writing competitions, and I used to exclusively write fantasy stories. And as I grew up, like I did research a lot of, mythologies of, a lot of creation myths, a lot of afterlife myths. And when I was doing that, like I used to feel that every civilization tells an afterlife myth because they want to make sense of who we are, why we are, and what we do. So that's how the idea of so I've always been obsessed with talking about these kind of myths which talks about our origins or about like what happens to us after we die. So that idea was always there, but especially for Cargo, I think there's a pre-journey before Cargo where I had like a lot of challenges pushing through my sci-fi ideas, and Cargo, the idea of Cargo came because I was like, I basically based on the resources I had. So I had a studio available to me in some, December. So basically based on that, I was like, and for some reason, I was very sure that that will be a spaceship. So what will that spaceship do? That I hadn't decided. So I had actually written a very crazy intergalactic superhero film with multiple species, because I thought that was cool, and I mean it was just coming naturally to me. But it was a very dense story to make. So then I thought, like, why not just keep it simple, keep it to just one species. Then I was thinking it should be Indian. So I was like, what could be an Indian interesting species, And then I thought that Rakshas in general are in a way part is a different species altogether. The way they are described in the folklore, they have this weird powers. They all look different. So I said, oh, why not use that? So in fact, the first synopsis of Cargo was called Rakshas World because that was the origin of this story. And in that time, I was traveling somewhere. Actually, I had met Shweta in the airport, Shweta, if you remember, when I was traveling. And there, so when you go through an immigration office, you basically, see how people go through an immigration office as if they're just completely surrendered their fate. So I thought, why can't it be a immigration office for the dead? So that was sort of an sort of genesis of Cargo. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
And guys, we have Shweta Tripathi with us. She is one of the most critically acclaimed actresses we have. She has the ability, the versatile ability to slip into any character given to her, whether it be Mirzapur or be it Gonkesh, and now the very beautiful Cargo. Thank you, Shweta, for joining us. And the movie is beautiful. The movie is beautiful. I absolutely loved it. And I would want to ask you, what is the best compliment you have received for the film?
For me, more than the best, I think the most special thing for me is my character name, which is Yuvishka, because that is Aarti's daughter's name. So I think if a writer gives you a name, actually, Artha, you're not. It was Yuki, and you were still deciding, na, ki what name.
Yeah, so actually my daughter's name is I've overthought and underthought at the same time. Like we have actually changed her name so many times. Like first we'd name her Swarna, this because we want a traditional name. And then, so actually, yeah, but the reason I kept her was because she was just 1 year old and I used to really miss her when we used to do pre-prod. Actually, the first draft, the name of the script heroine was Shweta because I really wanted her for this role, and then we thought, let's name everyone after a Rakshas. But I thought, like, when we are changing everyone's name, I just wanted to leave this Easter egg that that's my daughter's name because, because I actually just work on movies. I don't work on anything else. So I and my daughter, like, we were literally, I used to always tie her around and do a lot of work. In fact, even when I did little bit ads, I've done tying her around myself, like, so I used to really, like, that was the first time I was separating for her, and it was just causing me a lot of separation anxiety. So this was the way I was soothing my separation anxiety, and it was making me, the film suddenly became sacred for me the moment I named her Yovishka, because then I felt like, that I was always ready to go extra miles to do things right, like, because I was like, this, now for her I have to do it right, like, so it was like a lot of directors have their fathers who support them, like I think the female directors have their daughters who support them, like, in spirit. So it's like that. Yeah.
Okay. So again, this question brings me: what is the one piece of valid criticism that you have received for your work ever? Let's start with Shweta.
Valid criticism. See, the thing is that मैं ना अपने compliments को seriously लेती हूँ उतना ज़्यादा, because then I think that if you start taking all the good things that people are talking about you too seriously, then वो आपका दिमाग खराब होने के chances है. Like आपको धरती पे रहना बहुत जरूरी है. बाहर जाओ only when you're doing cargo and when you're working with Aarti, but otherwise to have your feet grounded for an artist, I think that's very important. So that's why I don't take any negative thing also very seriously, and I don't take any compliments also seriously. I just want people to watch my work, and I'm very okay. I'm very okay if people don't like it also, because मेरा काम है कहानी बताना. My job is to tell a story, be a character, and do justice to the character that my writer and director have thought about. I always, from my Masan days, more than awards, मुझे ये था कि शालू गुप्ता को जैसे वरुण ग्रोवर एंड नीरज ने इमेजिन किया है, that I should do justice to that. Am I stuck?
Okay. Aarti, any criticism that you think is valid?
No, it's too early for me to. So right now I'm just taking in all the reviews. I'm processing them because we have a variety of reviews. But when I made Cargo, I knew it was meant for, like, passionately 10-15% of people. But obviously, like, little bit more percentage of that has liked it. And there are genuine criticism, but I need to step back and process them. And like, it's too early. Do it in way, like, so it's too early for me to, just take any criticism to heart, like, or any appreciation to heart. Like, I will also be a little bit more objective about my film after I have a distance. Yeah, so my only criticism, it was not a valid criticism, but always I used to feel that, like, sci-fi will not work. That is, everybody used to tell me all the time that, do something commercial and then do sci-fi. So, after that, like, I think I'm a little disobedient that way. Like, I feel that, like, you should try to just stick to what really makes you passionate. Like, I think so, because filmmaking is very long journey and it's not an easy journey. So at least we should be passionate about it, if nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
I totally agree. In fact, I think that if you do something that sparks joy, when people see it, it will spark joy when you're watching it as well. क्योंकि अगर आपको ही नहीं खुश कर रहा है तो आप अपने काम से क्या ही अचीव कर लोगे?
True. The world of Cargo is very analog. It's very, very vintage. Was it a conscious choice, or was it a production challenge that you had to overcome by using this methodology? What was it?
Yes.
Aarti?
Yeah. So in general, I have, as a science fiction filmmaker, I try to always, keep increasing my visual vocabulary. So I keep seeing a lot of art forms, and designs of the past. And for some reason, I'm a huge fan of retro sci-fi or the works of Mobius, like, graphic designers. So I always have loved retro sci-fi. So it was impossible for me to make a film and not make it retro sci-fi, because, I mean, again, I loved it so much. But also the design, whole principle came from outside in. Like, when we thought of the spaceship, and how should the, so first spaceship, the best spaceship I've ever seen is this Dunes, Jodorowsky's Dunes spaceship. Like, if so, but we can never make that because it's so grand and already it's been made like that. So I used to think, how would my spaceship look like? And I thought that it was a nice thing that there are so many of these spaceships going in the space and they look like, sea animals. So I kind of modeled it around a jellyfish, a mechanical, clunky jellyfish that is going around taking these people and doing this job. And that from outside, that seeped in from outside in. I love the whole tactile nature of it. I love the fact also that, that Prastha ji has been in space for so long. So the retro sci-fi, was matching that narrative that he's been in space for so long. He's struggling with his gadgets. And his struggles were something that were like, okay, he's getting shocks. And also I thought that was like fun, like more fun than, seeing like his screen going blank. So I think it came from there, and I think it's nice to have world soaked in nostalgia. It makes people more comfortable with the story idea. So yeah, I think actually today the doing the sleek one is not tough. All you have to do is put green screen. Is the designing retro is actually sometimes tougher. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's this very beautiful Black Mirror episode called Black USS Callister. If you guys have not watched it, do watch it. It is very retro sci-fi. It is amazing.
I love
So
it. I've seen it. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. Yeah.
Shweta, you play a Rakshas in the movie. Guys, if you have not watched it, this is not a spoiler. This is literally an introduction. She plays a Rakshas in the movie. Was there any apprehension to play one like you'll be called a Rakshas in the movie, or were you totally on board? And what was your approach for the character?
मुझे तो जब ऐसी कोई अतरंगी चीज होती है that excites me. In fact, even for Gonkesh, जब मुझे पता चला था that I will be doing some of the scenes bald, I was more than excited क्योंकि मुझे लगता है कि ऐसे किरदार कहाँ, ऐसे कैरेक्टर्स कहाँ करने को मिलता है. So अगर राक्षस है, even if Aarti, she wanted me to be a certain way, for me it's important to look like a character rather than looking good or pretty or whatever it is. If you look like the character, you feel like the character, and if you feel like the character, then you'll do justice to the character. That's what I think. So I had zero apprehensions. In fact, I want to experiment as much as possible, because when you experiment, that is where all the fun is. Because I don't want my characters to be similar to each other, and I don't want my characters to be similar to me as well. So I will always be on for something else. So when I got to know about the script, it was a no-brainer for me that I have to be a part of Aarti's vision.
Also, I saw Ritwik Bhaumik and was so surprised to see him because I loved him in one of the web series he has come out. And how did he come on board? Can you tell us something about? Because I'm a huge fan of his work now.
Full credit goes to Shweta, because as I told, this is an indie film and it had way too many actors, and at that point we didn't have the budgets either for a casting director or to have professional actors, and I was looking for someone with angst in it, and we actually saw a lot of people and we tried to cast this because this was an important character, and I couldn't find anyone, and Shweta showed me a music video where Ritwik Bhaumik was there, and first look of him, I saw him. But at that point, I didn't know he was a big actor. But when he came on the set, when I was talking to him, I said, this guy is a very intelligent actor. And and he's a non-conventionally very good looking guy, Ritwik. So I felt that about him. And I was like, this guy must be, there is someone, actually, when he did the job, he did a wonderful job because he has zero dialogues, he has nothing to do. But he brings something to this, some energy to this, which is very beautiful, and it is exactly what I wanted, and with zero brief, just basic brief, zero direction. And then later on I found out that he has done a very big Amazon show, but he's a powerhouse, and I'll just be thankful to both Shweta and Ritwik. Ritwik was, and it was basically, I called him, I took the number, I said, we are shooting night shoots and this is a very important character, can you come? And he came on a limb, just because I gave Shweta's reference. I think Shweta has done a lot of casting for this film. So yeah. Yeah.
Shweta, you want to expand upon that? You have done a lot of casting for this film.
I feel as an actor, there is no part which is big or small. It is what you're doing in the time that you have. So which is why I knew that if we speak to Ritwik about it, or Rohan, or Umesh, or Prabal, you need that actor to do justice in that time frame, and I think all of them have fared. They've done such a brilliant job, and Cargo would be incomplete without any of its actors.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, and the final question: the world of Cargo is very elaborate. There's still so much more to explore. Are we going to see a sequel? Will it be a universe? Because I certainly would be excited for that. What is an update on that if you can give us?
Yeah, so basically, just before the film released, we were not even sure if anybody would come and watch the film. So what the kind of appreciation we are getting is so new. But as you said, the world of Cargo has so much, because even for Konkona, or for Shweta, or for Vikrant, I had such elaborate backstories that and really you can build a lot on that. We really never stepped out of the spaceship, but the world did bleed in through radios and through TVs. So yeah, I mean, why not? Like, we are open to that, but yeah, it's too early for us to talk about anything. Yeah, we're just soaking in everything. Yeah.
So Aarti, what after Cargo? What is the next project you can talk about?
I've worked on a couple of scripts that is like really dear to me, and that is equally inventive and magical. And yeah, let's do it. Like, yeah, I'm like, earlier I was worried if anybody would fund it. I'm still worried actually about that, but yeah. So yeah, yes,
Okay.
yes.
And Shweta, what can you tell us about your future projects? Of course, Mirzapur is coming out. I'm very excited about that also.
Yes, there are these two projects which I'll be starting to shoot with very soon, but I'm not allowed to talk about it right now because they want to announce it before I do. But soon you'll be hearing something.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for talking to me. And I'll be definitely watching a Cargo again. Beautiful movie. Great job. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot. Thanks a lot. You made our day. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.